July 30th, 2020. Guys, a quick update on now Tropical Storm Isaias. It lingered as a depression most of yesterday and then through the night because they couldn't determine a exact LLC or low-level circulation area. Once they did that, they realized that we did have a tropical storm, and it is now sustained at 60 miles per hour. It's coming over the Dominican Republic now. That's going to slow it down, and you can see by Friday 2 a.m., that's tonight after midnight, it will reemerge, slowed down to 50 miles an hour, but then strengthening them back by tomorrow night to 60, Saturday at 2 a.m., 65 miles an hour, setting off the east coast of Florida at 70 miles an hour. Now, this is just an average of the models. The Canadian model still has it coming up through Florida, and that's why it has this extreme left on this cone. But now, looking at where the storm is now, and again, it's coming across the islands, the area of tropical storm force winds is much larger than that red circle, indicating where the center of circulation is. We'll take a look at that. But by Monday, which would be Sunday night, Monday 2 a.m., 70 mile per hour winds setting off the Georgia, South Carolina coast. According to the model, we'll watch it. Now, looking at this updated about 34 minutes ago on the spaghetti models, this is the Canadian model that shows it coming up through Miami and then through Tampa. And that's, like I said, the left side of that cone of where the center of circulation could pass. The Navy model is pretty much in the center of that cone, coming close to the coast of Florida and making impact in North Carolina. Again, we know it's going to change, guys. I'm just showing you what we've got so far. First, this is the model out of Canada, again, entering the Gulf of Mexico just off the southern tip of Florida, then winding back up and coming through central Florida. We'll let this play again. But again, your timing, Friday night into Saturday, you're going to be getting very close, right there, and then skating up along the west coast of Florida in the Gulf of Mexico itself, and then moving up through Georgia and the Carolinas. Now, the Navy model has gone back to one of its original projections when the storm first started forming, and it's showing it going across the Dominican Republic up to the Bahamas, and then strengthening, getting very low in pressure. Notice the coloration in the chart below, right there, and then a direct hit on Nags Head in this area as a powerful hurricane. If it does that, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's going to remain a tropical storm. It's saying 70 miles an hour. Now that's only 4 miles short of becoming a Cat 1 hurricane in some very warm water. And what we're seeing is in the orange and lighter orange areas, here's high pressure. And this one is predicting that high pressure is going to create a gap there for the storm to escape into the North Atlantic with. But the East Coast, according to the Navy model, pay very close attention to it. This will change depending on this high pressure. Now, I want to pause this on August the 1st, right here. You can see that it has a tropical storm look in the model because of the pressure. But if we advance this forward, we'll go August 2nd, starting to darken just a little. Right there, we're starting to get a strengthening of the storm. That's, again, August 2nd, because remember how fast the storm is moving now. Starting to get more. It's down to 998 on the outside pressure rings. Advance it through. We're August 3rd. Then it goes into purple right there as it's approaching shore, guys. Now, as we step it through, we're still on the 3rd, and you're getting battered on the outer coastline. 3rd, it's still coming through, so you've got a date there. This is the date if it's going to come up through the Nags Head area on the Outer Banks. That's your problem. By the 4th, it's still very strong, has come offshore, and it's going to be problems north of there. Up into the 4th, you can see how fast it's moving, guys, so it's going to be a fast-moving storm. And that is good because when they are slow and linger, you get a lot more wind and rain damage. But this fast movement will catch people off guard. So don't let that happen. I want to take a look at some satellite imaging. And we'll do that here on the National Hurricane Center, but just first, here's the location, 60 mile per hour, sustained winds, 1,003 millibars, moving northwest at 20 miles per hour. Notice we do have another system. It's a 20% chance of development, and that's over a 2-day period. These thunder showers and thunderstorms associated with a broad area of low pressure a few hundred miles southeast of the Cabo Verde Islands has become more concentrated this morning. Some development of the system is possible during the next day or two before environmental conditions become unfavorable. We got that other large system of Saharan dust coming off. Now this is a wide look at the Atlantic. You can see a couple things happening. Here we have Isaias here coming up across the Dominican Republic, almost in the center. And to the right, we're almost getting rotation. Already right there. See that, guys? So we're going to have to watch it. But notice, you got one thing happening. Here's the glare of the sun. But right there, on top of this storm, is a thicker layer of this Saharan dust layer. So there's going to be that battle again. But there's a gap being formed by a system that has moved between the two layers right there. And this storm, depending on how it follows this system, that will depend on where it strengthens or how much it strengthens. Also, the high pressure in the Atlantic will determine if it makes it over to the U.S. or to some of the islands, or will it turn up into the North Atlantic. But we'll be watching that. Let's look at the Caribbean satellite. And this gives you a real good idea as the sun rises this morning, what we got. Good rotation, upper level, lower level rotation now. So that when that happens, the models become more accurate. But we're going to watch it, guys, just depending, again, on the system. There's one system moving down through Georgia now. See that? Headed into Florida and offshore. So that's all of these factors will determine exactly where we see this move in. If it comes into South Florida, that's worse for South Florida because it will be a strong tropical storm, but it would slow it down quite a bit before it reemerged, and that would be good for the Northeast as far as not possibly having a hurricane skate across the Outer Banks. But guys, you can see that it's wrapped up very good. Coming in, worse winds are offshore, and that's a good thing for the Dominican Republic because it's in the top right corner. And remember the Saharan dust, guys, yesterday in the video, before the storm got here, how much they were dealing with there is very unhealthy levels of Saharan dust. And you can see it still in some of these images if you look at some of the other radar, the dust being pushed out. Check this out in this area right there. See that? So that's a good thing. But guys, just keep your heads up. Be safe.